Today's topic is how to pick the right fitness web designer. And it is obviously very, very important because if you want to rank high on Google, if you want to get clients and patients, it's important to have a good, fast loading, as we already know, website is optimized. There is a lot of generic advice out there. And I think James is going to go down the road of ranting on this one. James, how do we pick the right fitness web designer? What are some key things we should be looking out for?
The road of ranting. I like that. That's a great phrase. I might steal that for other rants I have down the line. But no, this stems from a real case study. I've spoken to a gym owner this week who is not getting the same results or same return on his Facebook ads. So the Facebook ads themselves are not converting as high. They're getting a lot of fake leads, fake numbers coming through. They can't follow up with them. So therefore the campaign hasn't yielded the same results as what they normally do. So he wanted a conversation and asked for a strategy call to speak about, well, what's going different, what's happening on Google? Can I get more leads from Google? I need to find new ways of getting leads coming in. And this is something we're seeing across the board at the moment, is that people are giving fake numbers and leads and information on social media marketing methods and adverts, but they're converting better on Google, which is why we keep talking about Google all the time. So I said, okay, cool. I can have a look at it, see what's going on. I can have a look at the website, but I need access to your analytics and what we call Google Search Console. So he goes, yeah, I'll get my designer to go and give it to you. The designer couldn't give it to me because he hasn't set it up properly in the first place. And he's somehow lost access to said Search Console and analytics. But more importantly, we basically called him out for lying to him about what he was doing. And this is just another case of a web design company masking as what we call an SEO company, or pretending they know SEO inside out, which is search engine optimization. So you think when you hire a website company that they understand SEO, they understand how to rank your website higher. It couldn't be further from the truth. It's a completely different skill set. So what people are doing is they're saying, yeah, I build websites. I make websites look fancy, but they don't understand conversions. They're a website design company. They're not experts and specialists in ranking your business higher. And there's a high percentage of that because it's a very different skill set and understanding and level of knowledge to do this. So people are going to website design companies going, hey, can you build me a website? Yeah, cool, I'll build it for you. Automatically assuming it will rank higher. It's not the case. It is not the case. So I sent a bunch of questions over to him to say, look, you to challenge your web designer to ask him about this. And because of that, they couldn't answer those questions. And they've given us generic reports, and he's still locked out of his search console, which I don't even think he's got access to. And it was never set up in the first place, and Google Analytics. So this is my mini rant for you guys out here now. If you're choosing a website design company, what experience have they got in your industry? Do they actually run a fitness and health and fitness business themselves? Do they know what converts? Because what looks pretty doesn't always convert. And a lot of people are going latest industry trends. That's different from running a business and seeing the leads coming in, day out, and knowing what works best. So that's my first thing. If you want, tip number one, hire a website company that specializes in the area and industry that you're working on. Not a generalist. There's lots of generalists out there in terms of website design company. Find a specialist in your niche who understands it inside out. That is the first tip. Second tip, find a website company that understands how to write marketing copy and website copy, but also know it within the realms of speaking to health and fitness professionals, because what we want to deliver as a health and fitness professional is sometimes different to what the end user wants. We have to find a balance between the two to showcase our expertise and not just give away random hit workouts or scientifically proven hit workouts, which is what people are looking for. But we need to understand this, that it's not what we want and what we deliver in terms of being an expert coach. And thirdly is, do they know what search engine optimization is? Do they understand what Google Analytics is and Search Console? And are they helping you create a website that's designed to get found or designed just to look pretty? Because I would sacrifice looks over visibility every single day of the week. Andrew, bringing you in, because you've got experience with seeing this many, many times over the years. What do you make of that?
No, it's good. The Road to Rant, I think, is a perfect title for this almost. But yes, I've had personal experience with websites where I made the mistake of thinking that the aesthetics of the site were paramount. Don't get me wrong; they play a key role in obviously drawing someone's attention to your site, but equally the content's got to resonate with your target audience. And as you say, if you're picking a generalist who doesn't understand the fitness business and what it takes to run a fitness business, the types of audience you're trying to attract, only you can really, the story. And if you're clear on who your target audience is and the pain points and the challenges they face, you can weave that content, that message, that story into the content, basing it around keywords. And unfortunately, we're seeing time and time again that the generalist web designers out there, they're not experienced in that side of things. Their main focus is the aesthetics approach, and that's a big mistake if we just go down that road.
Massively. And it's again, I've been looking at this for years and just not done anything about it. It's why, shameless plug, we're part of our services is a website design company, because I've just seen over the years that people and designers are not getting it right for people. And I haven't had the heart to tell them that they've wasted £5,000 on a website that's not going to work because of the web design company. I just haven't had the heart to do it. But now I'm just calling these people out. I'm absolutely calling these website designers out who are charlatans, who are just conning health and fitness professionals and business owners around the world in doing fancy designs, saying they're going to get more clients and leads. But in reality, they're not, because they're not SEO specialists. And that's a completely different skill set.
I was going to say, so if somebody already has a beautiful looking website, which they are very happy with, but then they look behind the scenes and it doesn't have the SEO, do they then need to, is the next best thing to do, rather than get a whole new website, to just find an SEO specialist? Would that be the best route?
It depends. That would be the quickest way. But as an SEO strategy comes into play, you've got to look at the speed of the website. If the website is sub 90%, your website's going to be sub 90%, which therefore is not going to have the highest chance of ranking. It's as simple as that. So sometimes, even this fancy websites, they think it's all good. You've got to cut it away, clear the clutter, start again fresh. It really is as important as that. Clean, if it's on WordPress, fresh install, fresh theme, fresh design to go into here that's fast loading and optimized with the right plugins to help you get a quicker website. That's how it goes. And that was my advice to this gym owner. He needs to cut ties with his website company. He needs to do a fresh install. He needs to optimize and research the keywords needed for his local area. And then we can start building an SEO strategy after that. Because if I start doing blog posts and doing SEO for him right now, it ain't going to work. It just ain't going to work. Like we talked about Samantha Attard's case study a few weeks ago. Like, we gutted her website out and then we started adding content, and now it's ranking number one on Google already in less than a week. That's the difference. That is the difference we're trying to say to people. There's a high level strategy in play for this, and you've got to think about in terms of starting from scratch. It's a sad reality, and I'm so sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
So the moral of the story is everyone should get rid of their website. Is that what?
Not quite.
Is that what you say?
No,
this
not
road
quite.
to ranting is get rid of your website.
Not quite, because there are genuinely some websites out there that just need a few tweaks. Genuinely.
Okay, well then there you go. I guess get into your Google search consoles, check your page speed, and find out where you rank, where you sit.
But I kind of like the questions, like, because we wanted to make sure we called out this web designer a little bit to see where he was at. So the questions I put together were this, for basically to see if they actually know what they're doing. So for any trainer or coach or fitness business owner out there who wants to, was not sure their website's converting and not happy with it, ask your designer these questions. So I'm going to go to my little list over here. Can you explain the current SEO strategy for my website? That's the first one. What keywords are you targeting for your website? Are there any technical issues on your website that could be affecting our SEO, such as slow loading speeds? Why is it X percentage for speed or mobile? Can you provide any recent reports or data or analytics that demonstrate progress and results? And what's the number one search term people find us through Google Search Console? If they can't answer any of those questions, it's time to jump away and fly away from them as fast as you possibly can, because that means they just don't understand it. They don't understand it.
There we go. Tell you what, should we put those questions in the show notes as well so everyone's got access to them? I think that'll be a good idea. We might get some peed off web designers getting in contact with us.
I think so too.
Well, there you go. It's really important, guys. These are the questions that need to be asked. That is it for today. Please don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. And if you want help getting more clients or patients, then book in your free 15-minute strategy call with us by going to strengthmatters.com/strategy.